Do you want your favourite replica shirts for the World Cup? Check out okjersey.com. It's high quality jerseys starting from just £15. I love mine. From modern day shirts to the old classics that we all love. Use the code RAMBLE at the checkout to get 8% off your order. Get ready for the World Cup in style. And thank you to OK Jersey for their support of the Ramble. The Jimmy and Cal Football Show is proudly sponsored by CT Builders Limited, your complete building solution, here to transform your vision into reality. Call Craig now on 07917 137 672 or find him on Facebook at CT Builders Limited. Mention the Ramble to get 10% off your quote.
Steve Bracknell here, assistant manager at Royal Oak FC. I know you hate me, feelings mutual. Listen, give me some Jipping Street. All's fair in love and war. And I've no qualms in saying subscribe to Blades Ramble. I want 50 quid. 50 quid.
What is happening, Blades, and welcome back to the Blades Ramble. I am, of course, Jimmy. This is the Jimmy and Cal Football Show. We are here. You know it, mate. You know it. I would like to talk about the Steel City Derby, but we're here to talk about two upcoming games, the first of which will be in this episode. We're talking about Coventry, the league leaders, at home on Wednesday night, under Leeds, as you were just saying.
So we've just filmed like 2 minutes and camera went off, so we're just reciting to say
so we are, yeah. So what were your next line?
Coventry 2 wins in a row. Leeds 20 odd games under Leeds.
You were questioning how we've done under Leeds, really? And we always tend to do well under Leeds.
Oh, under Leeds, is it, right?
Okay. So I'm just looking at this Coventry squad, like we were saying. And we do a combined 11 for these shows, as you know.
Yeah, that's where we were, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll come to that because we usually save that till end. But
you want to talk about the keepers? Did you not? Well, you don't want to speak that?
Not yet. Okay. Not yet. But because I think like we said in previous one, I normally like to get off to a strong start with combined 11s because Cooper gets in, and then it's just 5 outfield players for me, and then I win.
Yeah,
but I think Rushworth's getting in over Cooper this time, but we'll come to that, as I said. So, looking at this team, mate, what's your initial thoughts on the game? Do you think, you don't see a way past Coventry? You think it might be a draw, which, in the end of the world for Cov, but is a problem for us?
I think they'll get something. I don't know whether Coventry, because the form's a bit iffy now. Like, they've come off back to 2 wins. Yeah, because they've won like 2 in 5, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? If they'd come into it winning loads of games in a row, then I think same as Middlesbrough, that they'd come and like put it on you, and you know what I mean? And then they'd look at
ride that momentum.
Yeah, just keep going thinking you can beat anybody. But Coventry actually are in a position now where they could sort of accept a draw. They're 10 points in front of Millwall. So they could come and think Sheffield United are a good side at home, specifically. So maybe we do come and think, all right, we'll sit off a little bit, but we'll be aware of what threat they've got and try and see a draw out rather than going hell for leather like Middlesbrough did. Because Middlesbrough were good.
And it's a 3-game week as well, which they will be wary of too.
In fact, 2 have they got at weekend. They've got Stoke at home on Saturday. So they'll think they can just walk that anyway, you'd think.
You think?
Yeah, well, they're going to go stronger here, surely.
Well, if they were to play that game, innit?
Yeah.
This is the question as to what they do, but...
Who have you got in middle? Because they've got Grimes, Onyeka and Radoni.
So...
Who's going to be fit for you?
So we've got no Calvin Phillips, red card.
Yeah.
Joe Rothwell's serving last game of his suspension.
Yep.
And then everybody else is available. Apart from Tom Davis, obviously, was never available. We just don't count him.
Yeah. What about that Shackleton boy? What even is he?
No,
I forgot what he even was now. Is he a midfielder or a defender?
We class him as a right back now.
Right.
He's never really played. He never will play.
Is he real?
Yeah, he's a real person. So I'm told.
He's a figment of imagination.
Bit of a myth.
Yeah.
But in middle, we've got Blaster, Peck, Gyro. That's just 3 that we'll choose from.
Yeah.
And then Samari will complement it. He'll be on bench. Just as
what do you reckon to him?
Samari? Not a big fan, but I thought he came on and did all right against Wednesday.
I saw actually, one of your AI boys that you sent up to Scotland. Yeah. He's going back to Peru, isn't he?
Yeah, Caceres.
Is that one of Wednesday's new owners, boys?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
That is the
Absolute cinema.
So looking at this Cov team, pal, well, the strong down sides, the strong through middle.
They're a very good team.
Where do we have to worry about them? Because they can hurt us everywhere, but where's their most effective?
These are rapid on counter, you know. Like, I only really noticed that against West Brom, or away from home, I guess you could say. Because at home, they're going to have a lot of ball, aren't they? They're not going to have that as much as you're. But these are so fast and can be so direct. Plus, if you watch the Middlesbrough game...
Mason Clark as well.
Yeah, Mason Clark's rapid. Sakamoto, Rudoni can hit it from anywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, we saw the Coventry Middlesbrough game. Rushworth got an assist just lumping it up at top, and then Wright just takes it down and scores.
Yeah.
So they've got anything. They could hit you anywhere they want to, really. Which is, you're always going to get that answer with best sides, aren't you?
Yeah,
though?
you are.
With them and Middlesbrough, you're going to get same sort of angle.
The threat for me, the weakness for me is the defence. And I think I really like
definitely.
Bobby Thomas, which we've talked about previously. But how can we hurt Cov? You've got to think we've got to play like Patrick Bamford up top, Callum Ware buzzing around off him, Hamer and Brooks cutting in as well.
Yeah.
Where do you think the problems we can cause Cov are?
You've got to try and stop Grimes, haven't you, really? It's a lot easier said than done. But if you stop Grimes, I think that stops a lot of them ticking anyway. Plus, they are weak defensively. They just are.
Do you think? I can't remember whether it were these or not, but it might have been Grimes that did a man job on Peck, or it might have been the other way around where Peck did a man job on Grimes, and it sort of took him out of the game, which helped us. So I don't know whether that'll be something that we look at.
Just try and play 10v10 and take one of the midfielders out?
Yeah.
Ji-Sung Park him?
Possibly so. But we were just saying before as well, I don't know whether I mentioned it on this one or one that got recorded and died, but Onyeka's been a really good signing for him. He's only played a couple of games, but
when you're looking at him,
looks
But Radoni's playing good and all. That was a good finish. Very Lampard-esque, just smacking from edge of box.
Alfie Gilchrist as well, playing for West Brom. I've just noticed that as well. 5.4 rating on Flash.
They're in trouble, West Brom.
They're in big trouble, aren't they? Yeah. So anyway, move on to our combined 11s then, pal. Look, for context, these are league leaders.
Yeah, of course.
So
but that shows how much you underachieve.
I may have to concede a couple of these positions.
Well, yeah.
Rushworth gets in, doesn't he?
Yeah, Rushworth is one of two keepers that are better than Cooper, I think. That's it.
Johansson, other?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not having Van Uwyk over Sariki.
Oh, God. I knew you were going to argue this one as well. I just knew it.
I'm not having that. Not a chance. Sariki's
I
a
wasn't
better
overly
player.
impressed with Sariki against worst championship side ever. Gotta be said. No?
He's not been in great form recently.
Oh.
In the last game or two.
Would you not say that it was good
over the
form as
season-
opposed to his level being that high and now he's dropped a bit?
No, over the season he's been fantastic. I think
Van
he's...
Ewag's not, no.
No, I won't say so. I think he's overrated. I've had this conversation with you before.
He's got 7 assists.
How many has Sariki got?
Not got a clue.
But yeah, I think it's 5 and a goal. So it's
Less.
Goals count.
Oh, they double points then.
They must double, triple, I think. Anyway, so I think Sariki's a better player overall. Or would
So
you
your
rather
game plan is to go for full defence
Or
then?
would you rather have in your squad? No, I
Van
haven't got a game
Ewag,
plan.
definitely. Come on, man. Definitely.
Or would you Van Ewag in your squad?
Yeah.
Why? Because everybody overrates him and they'll pay you more money.
No, if I'm a complete neutral looking at this, which I'm not, but if I'm a complete neutral, I would rather have Van Ewag over Sariki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put a pin in that because I'm pushing for Sariki in that position.
Of course.
Tanganga's better than Bobby Thomas. I like Bobby Thomas, but Tanganga's better.
Well, Tanganga is better than Latabudu or Kitchen or anybody else.
We're playing on right hand side here, aren't we? Tanganga
Well,
can't
I'd
play
put
anywhere.
Bobby Thomas on left because he played on left for us.
Well, he hadn't done for Coventry though, has he, for a long time?
I'm not bothered.
Latabud, yeah, plays on the left for Cov. So how does he match up to Tyler Minden?
Why don't we just stop being weird?
Why would we be weird?
Why don't we just stop being weird and
Oh,
say
what?
Bobby Thomas and Tanganga are defenders? Why don't we just stop being weird?
Guess I don't want to do that.
Right. Bobby Thomas and then Tanganga.
So Sariki, Bobby Thomas, and Tanganga.
Right, we'll have Van Ewijk, Bobby Thomas, Kyle Rushworth, everybody else in Coventry and Tanganga.
No. Don't be. Now who's being silly?
Tanganga and Thomas.
Left back.
I'm not overly convinced on De Silva. He's all right, but I'm not overly...
Burrows is coming back into form. I like that. I think Hjelder's looks really good when he's coming as well.
I'll give you your left back here, whichever one you want.
Right, okay. We'll go Burrows and Sariki as fullbacks.
I'm not having Sariki.
Over Van
I'm not having Sariki.
Evic, whatever he's called.
No way. No way.
Well, I'd say Gyro's a better player than Grimes.
Shut up. Stop. You said he's best midfielder in Championship,
I never said
yes,
that.
You have said that. Those words have come out of your mouth.
I don't think I
I've
have.
seen you say it.
I don't think I have.
So Grimes is going in. Would you have Onyeka over any of them? Even though you wanted him and would have started him?
Who says I'd have started him?
Well, why would Sheffield United go for him? To battle Coventry, who are league leaders, and he starts for them, but he won't get in 15th place Sheffield United's 11.
Because we've got a ridiculously overstocked midfield, that's why.
So why'd you go for Rothwell as the last resort? Because you couldn't get Onyeka?
No, no. Because and then Phillips came up as well. Who's a better player, Calvin Phillips or Onyeka?
Right now?
Yeah.
Onyeka.
No. Okay.
And also Phillips ineligible for this game.
Peck.
No.
Arblaster?
No. And I really like Arblaster, but no. Grimes and Onyeka.
I'm not happy with how this is going, I'll
All
be
right.
honest.
So Grimes and Onyeka. Mason Clark obviously goes in.
Why does Mason Clark obviously go in?
Because he's one of the best players.
In front of Gus Amer,
Oh, yeah.
who's got 6 assists.
All right, yeah.
in
No,
6.
I'll always concede Gus Amer. I think he's outstanding.
I'd argue Callum Aware over Radoni. Why are you laughing?
You have to stop. You've got to stop this. You've got to stop.
What?
I'll give Amer out wide and we'll have Radoni in 10. And then I'll give you Brooks. I'll pave the way for Brooks. Even though Sakamoto's
And
good.
Bamford.
Not a chance.
Bamford over Wright.
No. I think Bamford's very good, by the way. But Wright's...
Bamford's got 9 goals.
Right.
How many's Adji Wright got?
13.
In how many games?
He's also got to rotate with Ellis Sims. Bamford starts every week now.
No, he don't.
What? Ooh, what you saying?
He
No,
hasn't
you
been
don't.
he hasn't been starting every game.
Bamford.
No, he hasn't been starting every game. You'll be able to see. Have
I've
a
got
look.
Coventry up. I'm not having Bamford over Reggie, right? I'm not. I think it's quite close to be fair, but I'm not having
We had a conversation about Adji Wright being overrated, and then he went and got that trick. But we had a conversation about him being overrated, didn't we? And that they'll need to replace him if they go up.
Yeah.
Do you think if Sheffield United went up, we'd replace Bamford?
100%.
I don't think we would.
Well, you'll be coming straight back down with 10 points then.
Well,
Like last time.
Bamford goes in over Adji Wright. He's one of our best players.
That don't mean anything. He's a top at division and he's the starting number 9.
Yeah,
First team goals.
He's not one of their best players, though, is he? If we're being honest, he's done a decent job for him, but he's very patchy.
So let's just say I give Bamford, right? Let's just to appease the masses again.
What do you mean
We'll
that?
say
I think it's a genuine
So I'll give you
conversation.
Bamford, Brooks, and Hamer
Yeah.
when they scored more goals than you. They're top at division and are poor defensively.
You've
but
got Radoni in,
all
haven't you?
your front three.
You've got Radoni in, haven't you?
Right.
Our front three's top, though, isn't it?
Right, well, they've scored 68 and you've scored 47. Ruben Sellers. I don't know why I even brought it up. Silly me. Ruben Sellers.
Yeah, but you're trying to get Van Herwijk in for Sariki.
Of course, I'm better than him, man.
No, he ain't.
Oh,
No,
come
he
off
ain't.
it, man. You're looking at potential. You're thinking of potential in your head.
I think you've still beat me anyway.
I should have done the top of division.
Who have I got?
I'm having Rushworth, Van Ewijk, Thomas, Grimes, Onyeka, Radoni, and I would have Wright as well, which would make it 7. But even if I give Bamford, I've won 6-5. And that's still being ridiculous because you've got your full forward line in when they've scored 20 odd more goals than you.
Do you know what? I might have to take that on chin.
What,
might
that
have
you
to
don't
take-
actually have the best squad in the world. Yeah.
In the
Who would have
league.
thought?
In the league.
They're top of the league.
I know they are. That's why I'm conceding it. They've got Thomas Asante to come off bench, Esse to come off bench, top. Yeah, they're a good team, aren't
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Okay. So Coventry just nudge the combined 11.
Yeah.
What do you think score's going to be, mate, on Wednesday night?
I might go in draw. When did you last draw? Millwall away.
Millwall.
You're a very strange team, because you bet Ipswich and then lost to Middlesbrough, so it depends what team turns up for them, really. 2-1 Cov.
You said you thought we'd get some at the
I
beginning.
know, I've changed my mind. 2-1 Cov. It's tough, though. It's a very tough game to call that.
That probably kills off our season, doesn't it?
Probably.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Right.
What's your score prediction? I can't tell you. All right.
No, I can't actually.
Whisper it to me. Just
No,
do
I
this
will.
and tell
I
me.
will. No, joking.
You believe that, I know.
Right, get your comments in down below. Let us know what you guys think. But for now, come on, you red and white wizards. Up the blades!
Shots down for the champion.